All right, guys, rapid fire. We're going to do Ethereum, we're going to do ADA, and we're going to do XRP all in one video. I'll leave stamps in the description so you can skip if you only want to see one of the coins, okay? So let's start off with support and resistance level, 1 hour time frame. We'll do all the coins the same pattern. So we're using the Ichi cloud here. You can see we're trading above the moving averages, which is this green smaller cloud, and you fell and used a support cloud because Bitcoin made a double top and fell. Ethereum fell with it, right? So this is your support and resistance. You're at 3156. You want to get above 3160, and then you have additional layer of support right there. Let's throw on the GAN fan because this catches the in-between levels of where there is support and resistance. So support and resistance here with the GAN fan, you can see that you're hitting resistance right now. It's the hot pink line. It's all resistance above you. Obviously, you're trading in a low volume area. So guys, what you don't want to have happen here is trade in this channel. And let me show you why. Let's turn the GAN fan back off. GAN fan off. If you trade in this channel, come on. Bitcoin's kind of printing a double top right now, and so are most of the alts, right? And if you trade in this channel, not only can you just drop here and break a neckline, but you could also end up printing a right shoulder, right? Trading in that channel. So again, that could drop both bearish, and then that's going to break a neckline, and you're going to give back most of this pump over here, okay? So keep that in mind when you're looking at this. Let's look at the volatility and everything else that goes along with this to see what we can do with price. So volatility is very elevated when you look at Ethereum. Your baseline was down here, but you're going to have that kind of volatility when you have this kind of price movement. See the price moving all over the place? This is great for futures too, by the way. So volatility is elevated. It means the price can go up, price can go down. You have your trend is strong, it's green, your signal line's good, everything's good. Your volume, your time segmented volume, the volume bars are above the signal lines indicating strong volume, okay? So that's the 1 hour time frame. Let's look at your 4 hour. See if there's any different patterns here. Okay, see, this is why it's important to check time frames. You see that that's clear as day what's happening with that double top, right? You got a 4 hour double top here. Again, it's the same thing. If you print, well, this isn't even a head and shoulders. This is definitely a double top. If you come down here and break this neckline, you're dumping, right? So you need to watch out for that. Let's see what kind of dump that would be. I'll take it from the real body and go up to the real body at its peak. Try to match the sides up. Try to make it accurate. And again, this is just where it could possibly break to, right? It would possibly break to 27.21, okay? Just keep that in mind. That'd be a price target for a pattern completion if the double top breaks. Let's look at a polynomial regression channel here because we are trading in that kill box. I do want to share that with you. Again, this would be a 4 hour time frame. This is going to be hot or lower in price than it would be in the 1 hour time frame. But this has you at 2164. That doesn't mean you're going to 2164, okay? This is measured over a time period average. So what that means is if you keep pumping up, this number is going to keep getting higher. But everything's been on a pump, and especially you see that with where you're at now, right? Everything's been on a pump. So this is your median line. You'll be drawn to it like a magnet, right? So you're at 2164 for the regression channel. If you pump up, that line will change. Let's check your daily. No clear pattern on the daily, which is good. And let's check your, let's check the Ichi. Let's look at the support and resistance levels here. So you're at 3158 again. You want to get to 3160. Ichi, you had a journey through here, right? So you came up, you're above the moving averages, which is strong, and you're above a resistance cloud. You had to cut through this resistance cloud. Be careful because you're always looking for patterns, right? And because of how you rose, you see this angle here? You really rose in like an ascending wedge type pattern. So again, you can retrace from these. Doesn't mean you have to, guys. Doesn't mean you have to, but you can definitely retrace from these. Try to find a line that you can connect to. So this is something you can fall out of. Just be aware of that trend line. Be aware of the double top on the 4 hour. That's massive. That's a massive double top, guys. So keep an eye out for that. That's Ethereum. Let's jump over to ADA. ADA, we're going to start off the same way. Support and resistance. You're above the Ichi cloud, above the moving average. Again, because of Bitcoin, you had that sell off, right? And you kind of have a double top, but really it's looking like it's going to print more of a head and shoulders, just like Ethereum, okay? And that's only if the price comes back down. It doesn't have to come back down. I'm going to venture to say your GAN fan is going to look very similar. Let's check it anyways. Let's zoom in here. You can see your hard support line, the green line, and your hard resistance line. Yeah, so it's extremely similar. So again, you don't want to trade in that channel like that, because what are you doing? You're printing a right shoulder if you do that, right? And if you do fall through here, you have a disjointed double top, but it is a double top, okay? So you want to watch that. Most of the alts are going to be trading this way, so just be very aware of that. Let's turn the GAN fan off. Turn Ichi off. And let's look at a regression study. Where would this go if Bitcoin does start rolling it down? This would, target price would be $1.34, guys. You're at $1.48. Again, that's your average. Doesn't mean you're getting there, but that would be a regression study, and that would be where you'd be headed. It would be $1.34 at the median line. Keep that in mind, okay? Skipping out of here, let's check out your 4-hour time frame, see if any patterns are more clear like they were in Ethereum. Yeah, again, you can see this here, right? You clearly have a double top at this point. This isn't a head and shoulders at this point, it's a double top. Now, if you get some price movement up, you could definitely make a head, right? Print some more candles like that. You want to watch this, okay? You want to watch this. You do have hard support here, so this is good. But Bitcoin is kind of printing that top, so you need to watch this because it's going to kind of follow the same patterns, right? Keep that in mind. And let's look at the daily. So your daily, you had a hard uptrend. Look at that on the daily. You had a hard uptrend. You're consolidating here basically on a daily. That's not a bad thing. You do have support here, $1.45 and $1.39. You did wick it. So guys, everything looks good. Everything is green lit for movement up, just like Ethereum, as long as Bitcoin doesn't fall apart, okay? And we just want to check that out. Let's go to XRP, guys. XRP, just like the previous two alts, you fell into the support cloud, you climbed out of it, you're above the moving averages, and you're above the support cloud, and you're printing a similar pattern, right? That double top looking pattern. So you have that pattern right there. You'll probably see this a lot clearer on the 4-hour, but let's do our studies first. So we see that with Ichi. Let's take that off. Let's take the GAN off. Let's look at the GAN fan. I'm sure the channel is going to be similar. Yeah, these are all tracking very similar. You see that? So you have, again, you don't want to trade in that grid, right? And you don't want to fall down like this, because then you're completing that double top and then you're falling down, right? So we want to watch that. Let's turn that off. And let's check out the regression study, okay? Sorry I'm talking fast, guys. I want to get this video concise for you, okay? So your regression study has you going back to 70 cents. If this falls apart and Bitcoin falls apart, look for the price to return to the median line, because as you can see right here, it returns to the median line. That's why it's a median line, right? That's just your trading average. So keep that in mind. It can also pump up, guys. It can also pump up. So we don't need to be negative on it. Take that off. Let's check your volatility. They're all going to be similar, right? You're extremely elevated in volatility. Again, it's not a bad thing. It means price can go up, price can go down. So you see the volatility, it's very highly elevated. Your trend is strong. It faltered here a little bit. Your trend is strong. Your volume's okay. It's petering off a little bit. Blast off has you strong. And everything looks good, guys. I mean, if Bitcoin wants to pump, this is going with it. That's what you need to know. That's important. Let's look at the daily. Daily had that big price movement, and again on your daily, you do have what could be a head and shoulders forming, okay? These things aren't going to, this is daily candles. This isn't going to form in like, an hour. But just be aware that you do have that head and shoulders forming, and you can drop from that again, okay? And we have that target for a regression. So keep that in mind, okay? Guys, 3 altcoins, did them quick. I don't know how long that was, but I'll be updating them daily. Let me know, and maybe I'll do a couple other videos with multiple altcoins.